Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into an urgent and impactful topic: police violence against marginalized individuals and how it affects our trust in law enforcement. Why is it that those sworn to protect can sometimes fail spectacularly, especially against the most vulnerable? We'll focus specifically on a troubling pattern: law enforcement's interactions with individuals with autism. This isn't just a single event, it's a recurring theme that's eroding public trust in ways we can no longer ignore. So stick around as we dissect these systemic issues and explore concrete steps towards holding law enforcement accountable and making real change happen. Recently, a harrowing incident came to light involving law enforcement and a young boy with autism. This child was shot during what should have been a routine welfare check, an event that spiraled catastrophically. The community's been shaken, and nationwide, people are speaking out, demanding answers and accountability. Law enforcement agencies have responded with the usual statements, but for those directly affected and the public who empathizes, words are simply not enough. The outrage is palpable, and while official channels assure us that probes and investigations are ongoing, history reminds us how these often play out. The unfortunate reality is that this isn't an isolated case. We've seen this scenario play out multiple times, from the shootings of individuals experiencing mental health crises to the disproportionate use of force on people of color and disadvantaged communities. According to a study by the Health and Human Rights Journal, at least 1 in 5 incidents of law enforcement violence involves a person living with a disability. When those tasked with protection become the source of fear, it complicates efforts for all parties seeking justice and reform. This isn't just about individuals, it's about a systemic failure at its core. Data from the Bureau of Justice Statistics reveal enduring patterns in police-related fatalities disproportionately affecting minority groups. For our discussion, let's keep numerical analyses front and center. Numbers that should be driving policy still seem to fall on deaf ears. The mechanisms governing police conduct are rooted in a complex web of policies, training programs, and oversight, or the lack thereof. What do the stats say? According to data from the Police Accountability Project, roughly 45% of policing agencies in the U.S. lack sufficient training on how to interact with neurodiverse individuals. Many departments operate under outdated paradigms, prioritizing authority demonstration over de-escalation techniques. This is exacerbated by the qualified immunity doctrine that shields officers from facing legal consequences for their actions. A Harvard Law Review article outlines how this legal protection fosters an environment where misuse of force can proliferate unchecked. Let's explore multifaceted solutions: overhauling recruitment criteria, implementing holistic training, and developing transparent mechanisms for oversight. It is essential for advocacy groups to stand by data-driven strategies and systemic implementation. Such paradigm shifts are past due. To provide deeper insight, I spoke to an advocate from the Autism Society who shared a poignant recent story. The family, traumatized by the incident, has been thrown into a cycle of media scrutiny and public sympathy that will not replace what they're enduring now. Emotional accounts from families showcase how real the stakes are, yet as much as these stories gather momentum, they can't achieve justice alone. Discussions emphasized how community-led initiatives could spearhead meaningful change. Eclipsing the predilection for reactive measures, these are stories that should compel immediate systemic overhaul. Clarifying stats show how reform must be data-guided. Legislative changes are in progress to address these issues. The Justice in Policing Act, for instance, aims to overhaul qualified immunity, but it's grappling through political hurdles. Yet beyond legislation, community-led reforms are taking root. Initiatives fostering direct dialogues between law enforcement and marginalized groups, including specialized autism awareness training programs. According to Rand Corporation's research, these programs offer measurable improvements in reducing violence. These positive strides, however, still demand more visibility and support. Statistical analyses show significant reduction in force excesses post-implementation of structured reforms. Communities are proving that grassroots-led change is possible and essential. If you're watching this, I urge you to engage directly with your community. Support initiatives fostering equitable policing. Question candidates about their stances on criminal justice reform. Advocate for legislative action. Numbers show that public pressure can tilt scales. Systemic injustice is a social problem requiring collective intervention. So, share this video, speak to your representatives, and support community groups working on the ground. Effective advocacy can stem only from active involvement matched with rigorous data awareness. With our voices combined, let's aim for a clear, Measurable societal shift. Your participation matters a lot. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, calling for accountability isn't a mere gesture, it's a necessity. The systems won't change overnight, but with sustained advocacy, we can expect reforms grounded in evidence and empathy. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's forge a justice system we can all believe in. Clenched fist light bulb.